Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Sorry, we're just having a giggle about how fast 11 a.m. seems to come around every morning now.
Privacy, public.
So we're doing our best to get organised because we've got another lovely guest for you. And it's really lovely that people come on our show and we attempt to sit back, but then we're madly rushing around trying to get it all set up now, which wasn't really the intention.
I'm still tapping away. I'm done. Yeah. All pulling out, please. Okay. You can hit share now.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Elevenses.
Check who's in. Hang on, who's in?
Yeah.
People are already in. Tim Perry's in from Windmill Brixton. Mark Stack from Brighton. Stuart's here. Jason's here. Loads of people in this morning. John Banfield's in. Oh, no.
I'm guessing Stu's here because Stu's usually here.
Yeah, Jason from Tunbridge Wells. Jeff from
Morning,
Portsmouth.
Luke.
Morning, everybody. Morning, Luke.
This morning, having been to South Wales yesterday, we are going up to Scotland today.
Yes.
We're doing our best to be UK-wide. Well, obviously we're not. Elevenses is going to Scotland. So I would like everybody to say a warm welcome to this morning's guest, who is Luke Volpe.
Morning, Luke.
Morning, Luke. Right. I'm going to explain to people who might be watching, who may not know who you are,
right,
how we came across you and why you have become a Music Venue Trust patron.
Pretty impressive, that.
Okay, for anybody who doesn't know, Luke is not only a musician in Scotland, but also somebody who's mobilised lots of other musicians to do what's called the rather wonderful Sofathon sing-along, which I have to think really, really hard about how to say, which has already had one edition that raised money for Music Venue Trust and is about to have a second edition next Saturday.
Yep.
This Saturday?
This Saturday, yeah, next Saturday that comes next. Yes, that's what I meant.
So the 9th.
So, Luke, do you want to tell people a little bit about yourself and then a little bit about what Sofathon Sing-Along is? All
right. Well, basically, I'm a singer-songwriter from Bathgate. It's just in between Edinburgh and Glasgow. And basically, when the COVID-19 virus started, I knew I'd be inside, and I had a lot of plans for this year, like big gigs and big plans for releasing music. And obviously, it stopped. So I thought, what can I do to keep myself busy and get other people up for doing something? So me and my manager had a talk, and we came across the Music Venues Trust. And then straight away it was a no-brainer just to put together an online festival. So it was 24 hours straight. I felt bad for the people that were playing at like 4 a.m. and that, but
I saw some of those. I get up in the middle of the night. I tell you what, I got up in the middle of the night and there was a really young, can't have been more like 13, 14-year-old kid on there, was absolutely extraordinarily good. Who was
I found out later that there was like kids that were like 13 playing at 4 a.m. I felt absolutely horrendous.
But it was.
So we watched one early in the morning. Kerr.
Yeah.
Kerr James.
Yeah.
Kerr James.
Unbelievable.
How old is he?
He's 13.
13.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, I used to do band. I used to do some band management. I'd spent like 10 years doing band management, and I agreed to never do it again because it's between you and me, artists are quite hard to work with. And after a certain amount of time, you just go, I've done everything. Genuinely, I know 3 or 4 managers, and all of us were watching it, and we were all going, "Oh, might have to get back into band management."
He's going to be a superstar. I've met him a few times, and he sounds like he's got a black woman's voice, and he's a 13-year-old Scottish.
Yeah,
boy.
I mean, astonishing voice. Is he doing this Saturday as well?
He should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to tell you, he's already been in touch with me to find out if he could get a Music Venue Trust T-shirt to wear when he starts gigging live again.
He's a smart boy.
He's really, incredibly talented, which is not to detract from the fact that that was the first time I really came across you.
Yep.
And just to be clear, we didn't ask you to be a patron just because you'd raised money for us.
Which is nice, really.
Which, that's a lovely thing to do. But we asked you to be an artist patron as an artist.
That's kind of easy. Thanks.
We really like what you do. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about you as an artist?
Well, basically, I grew up listening to kind of old swing singers through my papa, my grandfather. He got into music. He was like in the military band, and then for that I got into blues music, and I kind of started writing my own songs for about the age of 13, and then from there I formed a band, and then it kind of took off with the blues rock and roll. But now it's gone a kind of different way. Now that it's getting a bit more popular, we're trying to write more.
I mean, and at the moment do you know what? Actually, this is weird, isn't it? At the moment, I've mainly heard you with just an acoustic guitar, because that's how I'm now encountering you, which is odd. Because I mean, how many times did you play on that Saturday? You played like
it was three times. I played 12, and 12. I didn't get much sleep that day.
But each of them was real. I mean, I'm not here to just big you up, but I'm just saying each of them was really, really impressive. Like,
thanks very much.
To come across an artist that developed, who's not you're not currently that well known, but the whole thing just had an incredible level of quality. That whole day was.
Right, that was the beauty of it for me. Is like during the lockdown, I've been in touch with more bands than I've ever been in touch with ever through the Southathon. And like you're saying, guys like Kerr James, like I found so many artists that I was like, oh my god, like they just showed you the talent that's everywhere, that's not getting listened to. So
yeah. Well, I think it was a really interesting thing to see something that was led by artists, where a wide range of artists was able to take part, and actually suddenly realize, oh wow, there's a huge amount of art out there, music out there we're not hearing. Do you know what I mean? That we're not. It's not getting exposure, and maybe this is a good thing coming out of this. I
don't see any reason for, after all this nightmare's over, for online festivals to stop happening, because it's a perfect place for young musicians that maybe aren't old enough to even play at a real festival. Yeah.
I think that's such an important point, like, and that thing of we have a lot of discussion, because some venues have found ways to do under 18 gigs, but we know for other venues it's a massive issue that the band are 15, 16, and they're not really allowed in the venue, or they can come but none of their friends can come, or it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
But are you ready to sing for us?
Let's stop saying how great you are and just watch how great you are. That's a much more effective tool for saying.
We know, but most of the people watching won't have heard you yet. So are you ready to perform for us?
And no pressure at all, Luke, but I mean, around about 90% of the people watching own a music venue. So in terms of booking your next tour, this would be the way to get it done.
Too late.
Okay, well, we'll drop out and leave you to play something. Just let us know what it is, and we'll leave you to it.
So this is Familiar Bliss. I might be releasing this soon. It's maybe a bit of a secret that I shouldn't be sharing, but here we go. Why should we worry what the future holds? There's no need to hurry. Your story's yet untold. I'll tell you one last thing, my girl. One thing you ought to know. The day that you came into my world, I swore that we'd grow old. 'Cause I'll grow old with your hands in mine, and I'll grow old. It will be souls combine, I'll be I'll be. There's no point in hiding these thoughts inside my head. The thought of your face smiling gets me out of bed. Your constant complaining will be worth it in the end. I don't care if it's raining. Oh, I find my final strength. 'Cause I'll grow with your hands in mine, and I'll grow. It will be alright. I'll grow with our souls combined, and I'll be I'll be a constant reminder of true beauty in this life. You know where to find us when earth is not so nice. And if I lose my way, my dear, I promise you my days. I'll run 1,000 miles and feet, to find familiar bliss. Cause I'll grow old with your hands in mine, and I'll grow old, and it will be alright. And I'll grow old with our souls combined. Oh, I'll be old. Oh, I'll be. There we go. Yeah.
Thank you. That was
Right.
fab.
I mean,
Bit hard with the morning voice. I'm usually asleep at this time.
No, we do know that asking artists to sing in the morning is a bit of a challenge, but I have to say, Luke, loads of comments about, wow, what a voice, and people wanted to check you out more. We've added your Facebook down the bottom, but obviously you're on Spotify, so that's the best place to go if people want to listen more. So this Saturday, have you given yourself a better slot at the next online festival?
I'm actually unsure what slot I am because I leave most of the organising to my manager.
Actually, Gordon just sent us a message saying he was going to send us more details as the week goes on.
I think he's got you on at 5 a.m. and then again at 3 a.m. He's definitely picking you the pick.
I'll take it.
But wasn't it part of this? You're working with King Tut's on this, and they're streaming it because was it last weekend you had a sold out gig that was supposed to happen in Tut's?
Saturday, yeah, I sold out in a day, and it's actually quite funny because on my Instagram I bragged the full day, like I've sold it King Tuts in a day, and I was like being all big headed and macho about it. And then all the videos came back to bite me. And then when it all got shut down. So Saturday,
what are you going to do? You're going to reschedule that for when it's back up and running.
It's been rescheduled for September, but obviously you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Well, I would just read you out. Tony from the Green Door store in Brighton says that was outstanding. Stevie Smith from the Americana Music Association, they do the festivals, says I've just added into my Spotify list. I'm going to listen to much more after this. Everybody said sounding great. Rounds of applause from just about all over.
Thanks very much.
Rhoda Daka says, what a voice, which I agree with. It's one of those things, because the thing is, you came on when you were doing that Sophon thing. The reason it struck me is you came on, I don't know what time it was. It must have been like midnight when I first tuned in. And you just sort of came in and you just went, yeah, whatever, like that. And you seemed quite sort of whatever. And then just leaned back and this noise came out. And I just went, oh, right, everybody come and watch
Wasn't expecting that.
My secret weapon, the element is surprise. It's my secret.
Yeah, they're sneaking up on it. Yeah. Okay, so you got the Saturday thing coming up. Are you doing other online stuff as well that people can tune into?
I've done a couple at the weekend just there, but I think I just do day by day, get told what I'm doing, to be honest. But this one, like this weekend, it's only going to be the 12 hours through the day because I think it was a bit much going through the night.
It was very ambitious, the whole 24, and you did it brilliantly. But yeah, not so many viewers for the middle of the night ones.
Yeah, I think that was a bit unfair.
It was mainly just me. It was really. I was here typing a government report and listening to people in Edinburgh, and yeah, that'll be all right, you know. Well, we're very tight on time this morning because we've got to go and shout at somebody to give us the money. But have you got time for another one? Have you got another song you can do for us?
I can play one more,
That'd be great.
Please
do.
No bother. So this is the first song I ever wrote when I was 16, and so it was 8 years ago. And I still play it, and it's the most listened to tune I play. He's got a gun in his pocket, a bleed in his shoe. He doesn't want to dance, so at least not with you. And when he hears you laughing, you cut you into cold as ice. Demolition expert, prepared to destroy. He won't give a fuck if you're a girl or a boy. A new devastation, he's about to deploy some advice. Deep down inside, oh, he's just a nice guy, but nobody tries. Deep down inside, he's just a boy. Deep down inside, oh, he's got no evil, his mind has no light. Deep down inside, he's so cold. Bare knuckle boxer, rise battered and bruised. His stance like hammers are ready for you. So if you're looking for hassle, you want some abuse, punch precise. Deep down inside, oh, he's just a nice guy, but nobody tries. Deep down inside, he's just a boy. Oh, deep down inside, he's got no evil, his mind has no lie. So deep down inside, he's so coy. if you're coming to my town, don't be shy. There's no lack of big fellas with double glass eyes. So if you're looking for hustle, you may be surprised they're so nice. Oh, deep down inside, oh, they're all the nice guys, but nobody tries. Oh, deep down inside, they're all bad boys. Deep down inside, oh, he's got no evil, his man does no lie. So deep down inside, he's so cold. He's so cold, no.
Top work.
I love
Luke.
what you do, Luke. I really
Thanks
do
very much.
love it. And
Appreciate it.
I really want to find the time to come and actually see you live as soon as things open up
Hopefully
again.
not too soon. Hopefully it's in a very short period of time.
Yeah. Well, we'll try and get to the King Touch show as soon as that's back on.
Yeah,
We'll
it
make
would
a
be
special
really,
trip up.
it would be really lovely to come
Great to
actually
see
see
you,
you
man.
live, because that's
Nice one.
amazing. And because we've got horrible things we've got to go and do now, rather than enjoying being sung to in our own home, which is a pleasure. If we invite you back, Luke, would you come on with a couple more numbers another day?
100%. Aye, anytime. Anytime you like.
Brilliant,
I'm not
mate.
doing anything else. I'm not-
It's
Right.
like they're nothing.
So, just to say to everybody, check out Luke's own Facebook and Spotify. You can go there from the Facebook. Look out for Sofathon Sing Along, which will happen on Saturday. It will be on the King Tut's website, the Glasgow S website. Luke will link to
Gigs
it.
in Scotland website as well.
Gigs in Scotland, and we'll try and do some promo on our socials as well.
Okay.
Tremendous.
Nice to see
Thank you,
Luke.
and thanks for coming on.
Thanks
We'll
for
see you
coming
again
on.
soon.
Guys, cheers.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. We've really got to rush.
We will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Have a good
20
Tuesday.
minutes off.
Tuesday?
See you
Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
Bye.